Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 15th. We're going to jump right in here. You have the science card that says, keep an open mind. There's something unfolding for you. You also have this card that says, a major phase in your life is ending. Embrace the newness. So both those cards kind of give me the same vibe, you know? So I think that some of you maybe feel that things are not going the right direction, but they actually are. So, I would stay flexible and, stay open to all the possibilities. I think you've been working too hard, Gemini, for sure. Especially with that Ten of Wands. But I just get the feeling of, kind of working too hard. And maybe you need to, stop and smell the roses, right? Maybe you need to do some kind things for yourself or, do something to enjoy yourself or whatever the case may be. So I would do something for you right now. Or, you have this caregiver card as well. I think that some of you need to support yourself or you need to do something that's more nurturing to yourself, right? You have the 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. I think you're trying too hard or something like that, as well as what I'm getting, Gemini. So you might be trying to do something, and it's like you're putting in too much effort. It's almost like you're trying to, force something to work. And I feel that the 10 of Wands is saying, you need to release those burdens and allow something to happen in your life. And that's what I would do here. Personally, I like the 10 of Wands. He is carrying a harvest, but he's about to reach his home here. He planted those 10 wands. And so those wands are his harvest, and yes, he's burdened, but he is getting something for that extra responsibility. And I feel that you are getting something for your extra responsibilities, right? And, really I feel that's what is going on here with that 10 of Wands. You have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is quick success, so I do feel that there could be a quick success coming in for you with the 8 of Wands. I also feel I'm getting something about good news here as well. I also am getting something that, I feel like something is going almost exactly according to plan, and that never happens in life, right? I think that something is kind of, you have an idea of how something is going to turn out, and it's almost as if things are just really falling into place, and, I would follow that thread. It's almost like that is confirmation from the universe that you're going in the right direction. So again, that never happens in life, and where things just kind of one after the other. It's like one of those days, right, where you're driving and every light is green. Have you ever had one of those days? They're amazing, right? And so I kind of get that feeling here with the 8 of Wands, that it's almost like there is something that's mostly green lights. I'm not saying it's perfect. Nothing is perfect in life. But, I think for the most part, things are just seem to be flowing. And we'll figure out what this is in just a minute. You have the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is like a never-ending nightmare. It's like going to bed, having a nightmare, waking up, being stuck in a nightmare. But the thing about the 9 of Swords is that there's a person who's hitting another person right above my finger there with a sword. And the card itself kind of says you can be the bug or the windshield. You can be the immovable force in life, or you can be the one that is having things happen to them in life. And I say that every once in a while with the 9 of Swords, but I kind of get the, I kind of get this feeling of really taking control. We even go up to the King of Swords, which could be you, Gemini, right? But the King of Swords has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. He definitely can take action to that 9 of Cups, which is being in alignment. And so I feel some of you could be making the decision to take control of a certain aspect of your life here. With the 10 of Cups, you have the 10 of Wands, you have the King of Cups. King of Cups is a card of your emotions. This could be a person. There definitely is love here. So if you want love, there could be love coming in for you. But I kind of feel this is more about your emotions and controlling your emotions. He's sitting in the deep ocean on the King of Cups, and there are choppy waters all around him. But the whole point of the card is that he is in perfect control of his emotions. He understands how he feels about things, and he's not worried about what's going on around him. So I feel for a lot of you that this is saying you're taking control over your emotions. With the 8 of Wands, you have the 2 of Wands. Again, 2 of Wands is taking the lead on something. 2 of Wands is also about leaving something behind. Right here, this wand behind him stands on its own. So I feel for some of you, it's you've completed a cycle, or you are done doing something that stands on its own. Now it's time to, kind of just progress on to the next thing in life. And that's what I see here with the 8 of Wands. It's almost like you're just kind of, following the natural progression of life, right? With the Nine of Swords, you have the Justice card. I feel like I need to say this as well. That I feel like somebody out there is wondering if they're going to get justice or karma for something that happened to them. And the answer is yes with the Justice card. But I feel like you need to stop worrying about it. So again, if someone did you dirty or someone cheated on you, or doesn't even have to be love. This could be someone just doing you dirty in life in general. I do feel that there will be justice. Even the King of Swords is law and order. The King of Swords really says the universe sees everything. And I feel you need to realize that. And, again, if someone's done you dirty or whatever, I think that this is basically saying you need to move past it, right? Now, you have this card that says, let your intentions be known. And you have this card that says, a new relationship blossom. So obviously, if you are interested in a person, I would open up with this energy, or I would let your intentions be known with this energy. I feel like maybe you need to communicate with a person or talk to a person or whatever. And, again, this could definitely be love. You have the King of Cups, King of Swords. You have the Empress as well. Someone finds you attractive. So, go for it. Could be a fire sign. You have everything here. I mean, you have water, you have earth, you have temperance. Could be Sagittarius. Your opposite sign could be King of Swords. Could be anything. Knight of Cups. Could be a general knight in shining armor. So I would just say go for it. You have the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness. The King of Swords is about knowledge and wisdom. And the Knight of Cups is about a dream. And so putting that all together, I feel that some of you, if you are wanting to work towards a dream, something that is a dream, then I think that you need to realize that you have the resources necessary to get started. We even go up like this, up to the Seven of Cups here, through the Temperance card. The Seven of Cups is about dreaming. He is imagining all those cups above his head. He is imagining all the possible outcomes of some sort of dream. And I like the Seven of Cups, but it's also showing up in the area of the good stuff of the reading. So it really says, it's a little bit better. Seven of Cups, you can get lost in the thinking about the good things and the bad things that could happen in whatever it is that you're doing in life. But I feel pretty positive about this. Again, the Queen of Pentacles is about being resourceful. The King of Swords says you have all the answers, basically. You know enough to be dangerous here, Gemini, and I feel like I've said that to you before. So I feel it's time to get started on whatever you're thinking about doing here. You even have this unlocking card here in your next row, and that unlocking card basically says that you're unlocking a new path, and that's what I feel is going on here. I see this a lot with people just in general. I think that, Pluto, we had Pluto in Capricorn. Yes, it's going to retrograde to 29 degrees and then officially move into Aquarius in November, but I don't care. It's in Aquarius as far as I'm concerned. And, I think that Pluto in Capricorn taught everyone a lot for that 20-something years. And now it's time for us to kind of show the world what we learned, during that time. And that's why it's moving into Aquarius. So I think now is the time to express your skills or to do something that you've been dreaming of doing. You have the Knight of Cups. Definitely could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you. I feel like this person is very resourceful that you could be attracting. I feel that this person has a lot of knowledge and wisdom as well. They could be very wise with that King of Swords. So let's see here. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. It's like putting energy into one thing, and then, but it also kind of says, you could be very busy, but make sure you're balancing your energy. Make sure you're being effective as well. I do see a lot of, I say this in every single reading because, I look at the astrology and I just see a lot of busy work is what I would say. It's kind of the weird thing is that I will tell you is that we have Neptune will be moving into Aries at the end of 2025, into 2026, right? Neptune in Aries is the rise of cults. I've been saying this for years. Literally that dude that's trying to live to 200 or whatever, he's starting a freaking cult or whatever, right? It's not a cult, but it's basically a cult. And so it's already beginning, right? But one thing about cults is when you think about it, they make you do a bunch of stuff, right? Basically a bunch of busy work to grow these to get up the levels, right, of the cult or whatever, however it works. I have no freaking clue, right? And what I would say here is that sometimes I think busy work is that we're just convincing ourselves that we're actually progressing when we're really not. And I know that's a weird analogy, but I feel that Two of Pentacles is saying are you doing busy work or are you doing good work? And I would just look at it. I don't know. I'm not you. So you have to answer that question. With the King of Swords, you have the Ten of Pentacles. What I would say here is if you're attracting a person, very abundant. This person could be very successful. The two of you together, King of Pentacles, or sorry, I keep wanting to say King of Pentacles, but Ten of Pentacles is building and leaving a legacy. It is, building and leaving a legacy with a person. So for a lot of you, you could be meeting a person where the two of you kind of like do this together, and a lot of abundance. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Knight of Wands. Definitely could be a fire sign, but, take it how it resonates. The Knight of Wands is also about being very spontaneous and kind of go with the flow. Like I said, over here with the Eight of Wands, if you are attracting a person, I do feel that in a lot of ways it just works. There are a lot of green lights and not very many red lights. So I would pay attention to that, because I think for the most part, it probably has a good flow to it. Now, nothing is perfect, of course. There will always be things that come up, but for the most part, are things moving forward? That's what I would ask myself if I were you. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this caregiver card. I think that this is more saying that right now you need to take care of and nurture yourself. Nine of Cups, the Empress, these are both cards that can represent nurturing yourself, pampering yourself, taking care of yourself, doing something nice for yourself. And Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. I would do something for yourself this week, even if it's something small. You have this unlocking card. It says revelations, openness, new path. I think that you're like a new path is opening up for you, but it's because you're ready. You've been through this period of time with that King of Swords energy, I feel, where you've really been like learning life lessons, things from the universe, maybe literally learning things in school or business or whatever. And now it's time to kind of like put that into something, like a big dream. It's like sometimes I think we go through something, like a bunch of life lessons, and it's really those life lessons are preparing us to accomplish our dream or to accomplish something great that we want to accomplish. And I feel this is saying you need to like work towards whatever that is. You need to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish here, right? You have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. So I feel for a lot of you that there could be some sort of wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you. I also do feel that, Nine of Cups is about really being in the energy of what you want to be. And really making sure that you're kind of like doing things like watching your words and all this other stuff. I was just watching a guy the other day that was saying that like if you say something negative out loud, apparently it's like 130 times worse than if you just say it even in your head. So like when you say something out loud, you like really are giving it to a lot of power. So it's better if you do feel negatively about something. It's better, he says, just to say nothing at all, right? Because if you say it out loud, you're giving it a lot of power. And so I do feel that here with the Nine of Cups, like speak positively about what you want, right? You have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is about patience, and it's about equal give and take. So I feel for a lot of you that Temperance is talking about balance and you creating more balance in your life. I feel like you need to balance things out in your life, or there's like something here about that work hard, play hard. And not only that, here's the thing, Gemini. Two of Pentacles, Temperance, Two of Cups. You basically have 3 twos right there. And I think that you need to like balance things out. I also think that there could be some things that are missing in your life. It doesn't have to be love with the Two of Cups, but if you notice the Temperance card, he's mixing 2 cups together. This is telling me that with the Two of Cups here, that when 2 things come together, I think that's where the abundance is going to come from in your life, or the success is going to come from in your life. And again, this does not have to be a person. The Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. So if your higher self is telling you to put 2 things together, I know that sounds stupid, but that's exactly what you need to do with the Two of Cups. And so I would like meditate, listen to your higher self, pay attention to signs, symbols, synchronicities, everything that you're getting. You have the Eight of Cups, which is like walking away from things that no longer serve you. Where's he walking? We actually don't know. A lot of people say he's walking towards the Nine of Cups, but we don't actually know that with the Eight of Cups. He might be walking towards the Eight of Cups, but really what he's doing is he's kind of like showing the universe that he's serious about what he wants in his life, because he's walking away from something that just isn't right. And sometimes I do believe that we can be in a situation where it's like close, but there are a lot of moments maybe where we are making sacrifices, or we're not really getting what we want, or not finding fulfillment. And the Eight of Cups basically says, walk away, right? With the Nine of Cups, you have the Magician. Yes, I feel like you are attracting something down to earth, literally. Right here, he's pointing towards the Seven of Cups. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be, manifesting a dream, or manifesting your dream life, whatever you want to call it. With the Temperance card, you have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you have a choice between abundance and, complete ruin is what I really feel here. And I know that sounds dramatic, but I would really pay very close attention to like what you feed yourself, your brain, what you believe, the words that you use. I was getting that here on the Nine of Cups. And then of course the Magician comes up, right? So pretty much the same energy, but I think that it's really, 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 really powerful and a really good idea for you to kind of like watch your words and all this other stuff. It's kind of funny because the guy I was watching, I can't remember his name for the life of me, sorry, but I'll try to remember to post a link to the talk down below. But it was on Impact Theory if you want to know, the podcast with Tom Bilyeu or whatever his name is. But anyway, it randomly popped up in my feed and I watched it. But anyway, he was talking about how really it's like people don't want to think positively, right? Everybody knows that positive thinking is beneficial, but for the most part, most people don't care to actually think positively, right? So, but what I would say here is I think this is saying like you have a choice which direction you go. With the Eight of Cups, you have the World. Yes, I think you're heading straight towards an achievement or an accomplishment. There was something here at the beginning. It said, keep an open mind. There's something unfolding for you. So I kind of feel that I see this for a lot of people as well. I feel the energy is different. There's all this talk about the new earth, and I've been saying for years that I think we're already in the new earth. We just have to, but the energy is just different. So we have to start operating as if we are in the new earth, which means, the rules have changed. And all we have to do is build something, I believe. I believe we're in a time of building. That's why we see a lot of things breaking. Someone always says, yeah, but there's a lot of things breaking. I'm like, exactly. Instead of focusing on that, focus on what you can build to replace it or to, just build something better, right? And I kind of feel like that's what's going on here is that some of you are maybe embracing the new earth energy and you're just manifesting or building better things in your life. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this infinite possibilities. There you go. It says you're on the right path. You're on the right path, clearly. Favorable energies are guiding you at this time. And we talked about this with the green lights. That is crazy. I didn't even read that. You have this Aquarius card. It says, think outside the box and stretch the boundaries of what could be. So I definitely feel some outside the box thinking. I mean, you're the king of outside the box thinking, Gemini. So there could be, plenty of opportunity for you to use your Gemini superpowers, right? You have the Seven of Cups, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. So that card says infinite possibilities, Gemini. I think you have infinite possibilities, so many things that you could be doing at this time. And I really feel that you just need to see like all the abundance. Like if one way, don't worry about how things are going to work out, because if one way doesn't work out, another way is going to pop up. And I feel that's what this is saying. It's almost like you're discovering your own way of doing things, which is how life works. You have the Empress here. I think that there is a lot of success and abundance coming in for you. I think there's a lot of success, just general success coming in for you with the Empress. I also feel you could be very attractive at this time. There's clearly love available to you. Could be a person coming in for you. The Two Cups says this is a perfect match that's coming in for you as well. I do feel this person could be like different than your usual type. So, it could be a very different person. I would also say if you are not a Gemini and you're watching this reading, I know it's going to sound weird, but like if you're watching this because you're like a Gemini moon or ascendant or something, then I feel there's a little bit extra love energy here. And even if you're just a Gemini, I think there's plenty of love energy. But I'm just saying, if you're like not a Gemini sun and you're watching this reading, there's something else going on here. I can't quite pick up on it, but this is Gemini's reading, so I don't want to take too much away from Gemini's reading. But what I would say is that there could be a person who's different than your usual type coming in for you. So let's see. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You do have the Wheel of Fortune in the World. They're both portal cards. They both kind of represent going through a portal to get something else. So, like I said, I think you're definitely kind of stepping into a new life here. With the Empress, you have the Moon. The Moon says, again, that you can't see the future. The Moon, but it's coming up in the good stuff, which would tell me that you are getting clarity, or you are starting to see things differently. And so this could be leading to a lot of power for you, Gemini, or a lot of abundance. So yeah, I really like this. With the Two of Cups, you have the Three of Swords, again, showing up in the good stuff. So I think that this could be a very healing connection. It could be one of those connections that, makes you believe in love again or whatever. So I feel for a lot of you that this could be like something that's very healing. You do have this Heartbreak card, though. This card says heartbreak over what you no longer have. I feel like you need to release the past, although I'm not worried about it because you really have nothing here that would say this, but maybe you're still kind of holding on to the past. And I feel this is saying release it because there is something so much better. Really, I feel what this is like the weird energy. I think that it's you picking up on energy, feeling like things are not going to work out when they actually are, right? So let go of the fear. You have the shield card, says you need to defend yourself. I actually think it's a terrible time to defend yourself. I always say that's just based off the astrology and moving forward, and like for the next couple years at least, and for the last few years, I've been saying this, that I think if you try to defend yourself against something, you're just going to look super guilty. And so, I think putting up boundaries is a good idea, but for the most part, I think just ignore it if they're haters or whatever. You have this kangaroo. It says unsettled times, need to plan ahead. I think, everybody needs to plan ahead, but there you go. You have this horseshoe. It says good luck. There's clearly good luck coming in for you. You have the Nine of Cups. Even the Wheel of Fortune is a positive change in your fortunes, or a positive change in your luck. I think that you need to put yourself, like if something turns out to be lucky for you, like put yourself in that situation again, is kind of what I'm getting. It's like I really have been paying attention to this personally over the past few years. Like when I do something, if it leads to, quote unquote luck, then I do it more. So there's certain things I do to get on podcasts, or, I put myself in positions to get more attention. And it's like, I always double down on those things when they work out. So, basically I feel it's just saying double down on the good stuff, which is one of my mantras, right? And it's simple, but no one does it. People love to tell me how simple it is to double down on the good stuff. I'm like, then why aren't you doing it? So I would double down on the good stuff. You have this owl card. It says good advice from a wise person. King of Swords. The King of Swords doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a mentor, someone you look up to. Doesn't matter what gender either. I would pay attention to someone that has wisdom, and it could be anyone. It's probably someone that you look up to. So, that's the important part there. Mentor with the King of Swords. But this is a really good reading, Gemini. I love this. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.